Imagine I offered you two cupcakes. One was made by a world-class pastry chef, perfectly frosted, balanced flavors, literal edible art. The other one was made by you. It's a little lopsided, the frosting is a bit runny, and you might have accidentally used salt instead of sugar in one spot. Logic says you'd pick the professional one, right? But psychological data suggests that if I asked you to put a price tag on them, you would value your own messy creation significantly higher than the masterpiece. You'd think, yeah, the chef's is good, but I made this one. Welcome to the IKEA Effect. It's a fascinating cognitive bias where we overvalue products simply because we had a hand in creating them. It's why you refuse to throw away that wobbly end table you spent 4 hours screaming at an Allen wrench to build. Your brain isn't just seeing furniture, it's seeing a trophy. I'm Willow, and today on the Clever Clover, we're opening up the Brain Glitch Manual to see why your effort is actually a form of psychological magic. Let's build this mystery together. Number 8. The Betty Crocker Betrayal. This whole discovery actually started in the 1950s with instant cake mix. When food companies first released just add water cake mixes, they were a total flop. Why? Because they were too easy. Housewives felt like they weren't baking. They were just opening a box. There was no labor, so there was no love. The solution? The companies removed the dried egg and milk from the powder and forced the bakers to add fresh eggs and milk themselves. Suddenly, sales skyrocketed. By making the process slightly more difficult, they gave people the gift of effort. Your brain needs to feel the struggle to feel the reward. If it's too easy, it's just a product. If it's a bit of a chore, it's a masterpiece. Number 7. The labor of love loop. Why does effort translate to value? It's all about a neurochemical called dopamine. When you solve a problem, like finally figuring out which screw goes into slot B, your brain releases a hit of dopamine. You feel a sense of competence. Over time, your brain associates the object you built with that feeling of victory. You aren't just looking at a bookshelf, you are looking at a physical manifestation of your own intelligence and persistence. The object becomes an extension of yourself. To criticize the bookshelf is to criticize you. This is why we get so defensive when someone points out that the drawers on our DIY dresser don't actually close properly. It's not a drawer, it's our ego. Number 6. The IKEA Lab Studies. The term was coined in 2011 by researchers Michael Norton, Daniel Ariely, and Daniel Mahon. They had participants build simple IKEA boxes. Later, they asked the builders how much they'd pay for their boxes, and then asked non-builders how much they would pay. The builders were willing to pay 63% more for the exact same box they just put together. But here was the catch. The effect only worked if the participants finished the project. If they were interrupted or failed to complete it, the overvaluation vanished. The brain doesn't reward trying, it rewards finishing. This is the completion glitch. Your brain needs the finality of the last screw to trigger the value surge. Number 5. The sunk cost connection. The IKEA effect is a close cousin to the sunk cost fallacy. Once we invest time, sweat, and perhaps a few tears into something, we find it nearly impossible to let it go. We tell ourselves, I can't throw this out, I spent all Saturday on it. This is a survival mechanism gone wrong. In the wild, if you spent all day building a shelter, you should value it. But in the modern world, this glitch keeps us tethered to bad furniture, failed DIY projects, and even bad business ideas, just because we built the foundation. We become prisoners of our own past efforts. Sometimes the most clever thing you can do is realize that just because you built it doesn't mean it's good. Number 4. Legos and origami. The effect isn't just for furniture. Researchers tested it with Legos and even simple paper cranes. They found that people who folded their own origami cranes thought their creations were nearly as valuable as those made by professional origami artists. They were literally blind to the flaws. This suggests that the IKEA effect is a perception filter. It actually distorts our vision. We stop seeing the jagged edges and the wrong folds, and our brain replaces them with the ideal version of what we intended to make. It's like a permanent beauty filter for our own work. We are all living in a world of our own perfect paper cranes. Number 3. Corporate manipulation. If you think big companies don't know about this glitch, think again. This is why Build-A-Bear is a billion-dollar business. They don't just sell you a toy, they sell you the effort of stuffing it, naming it, and kissing its little heart. By the time you walk out of that store, you are emotionally bonded to a piece of polyester because you finished it. Software companies do this too. When an app asks you to customize your profile or choose your theme right away, they are using the IKEA effect to make you value the account more. The more work you do to set it up, the less likely you are to delete it. You aren't just a user, you're a co-creator, and that makes you a loyal customer. Number 2. The effort justification shield. This glitch is actually a defense mechanism for our mental health. Imagine you spent weeks painting your house and it looks okay. If your brain told you the truth, this looks mediocre and you wasted your time, you'd be depressed. To protect your well-being, your brain justifies the effort by inflating the value of the result. It tells you, no, this specific shade of beige is unique because I applied it. This helps us stay motivated. If we didn't have the IKEA effect, we'd probably never try anything new because the beginner results would be too discouraging. The glitch is actually a self-esteem engine that keeps us building, even when we're bad at it. And finally, number 1, hacking the glitch. How do we use this for good? We can use the IKEA effect to build a better life. If you're struggling to eat healthy, don't buy pre-made salads. Chop the vegetables yourself. You'll value the meal more and be more likely to enjoy it. If you're struggling to save money, build a physical savings jar and decorate it. The secret to modern survival isn't avoiding effort, it's choosing where to put it. When you understand that labor equals value, you can intentionally invest your labor into the habits you want to keep. You can literally build a version of yourself that you value more. You are your own greatest DIY project. So go ahead. Get your hands dirty, make some mistakes, and build something wobbly. Your brain will love you for it. So what's the wobbliest thing in your house that you'll never get rid of? For me, it's a hand-knit scarf that's 3 feet too long, but I'll wear it forever. Leave a comment below and tell me about your favorite DIY masterpiece, flaws and all. If you learned something new about your broken brain today, hit that like button and subscribe to the Clever Clover. We're all just a work in progress, and that's what makes us valuable. I'm Willow, and until next time, keep building, stay messy, and mind yourself. I'll see you in the next assembly manual.